Hello, everyone, and welcome to Avini Vibes. Tonight is Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. I'm your host, Christine Rolando from Work, New York, and I have Carol Witt with me always. Couldn't do this without Carol. You know, Carol works hard in the back. She fixes everything when we record. She takes her time to upload this. It's not an easy task, so applause to Carol always for helping with that. Dr. Nikita, I'm not sure if you're here, but she's always with us and Chip Littlejohn. And I think Chip might be driving because he looks like he could be, but he's with us every evening as well to answer some of the questions. I want to welcome you if you're a guest. And I want to just thank you for taking the time. We try to keep these calls about 30, 40 minutes at max. Sometimes we go over, but we're here to support one another. We're very blessed to have the most amazing products, the most amazing company, and also changing people's lives is what it's all about. I do want to just make a disclaimer. We're not here to diagnose, treat, or make medical claims. We're here to learn and educate and hear all about the remarkable stories that Avini products are doing in the lives of others and yourselves. You know, we're not a supplemental company. We're here. We take the bad stuff out, making Eddie Kowalski says room for the good. And with that said, I just want to tell you, Eddie had some surgery today, so he won't be with us. But I did talk to him, and he could probably pop on, knowing him, but he's recovering and he's a little bit of pain, but he's getting there. And he said something pretty funny. He said, "The nurses have to come into my room, so they have to listen to me tell my story about Avini. So they can't run away from me." So I thought that was awesome, and that's the way it should be. We have to share it with everyone. I'm going to ask you to please mute yourself, but we're going to call on you. Tonight, we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to hear from you, the field. I'd like you to do is give about a minute and a half or so, just because with the amount of people that are on, you know, about a minute and a half of something that's resonated with you, with Avini, something that happened in your life. You know, if it could be something in the sports world, you know, example, hitting a tennis ball faster or better, or you know, if it's not about in the sports world, something that you can claim as your own, that you saw an improvement as you started to take the Avini products. Okay, so that's what we're going to do tonight. Remember the Diamond Calls Wednesday nights. Don't miss those. Those are amazing. It was really great, 9 o'clock Eastern time. So always try to be on those calls as well. You know, one thing also about this company, so much great education, sharing, and knowledge to be shared with everybody. All right, so tonight is called Home is Where Our Story Begins. And I went in my office tonight and I have three books my son put there, and they're three different books, and each one has that on the binder. One says, the first one says home, the next one says is where our story begins. So this is where our story begins with you. So I'm going to start with Alan, and then I'm going to go to Pat, then I'm going to go to Sherry. All right, so if you three would unmute and come and share about us. Alan Way, welcome.
Thank you.
Say
All right.
name and where you're from.
I'm Alan Way. I live in Orange Park, Florida, married to my wife, Barbara, for 56 plus years. We were youngsters. Anyway, uh, I was introduced to the Avini program. Barbara was diagnosed with third stage renal failure. And after 6 months of taking Cell Defender and Z Immunity mushrooms, we went back to see the doctor. He was astounded to learn that all of her categories were in proper alignment, and he demanded to know what happened, and it was just a great thing, and she's still in good shape. And so that's my best story I can tell you on the moment.
Wow, you get the record. That was 19 seconds. Pretty good, Alan. So you're leaving a little time more for Pat. All right, Pat, Tracy. Thank you,
Pat Trey. Okay, Pat from Houston, Texas. And I guess I can run faster and jump higher. But you know, as being an amputee, that's a little tough. But I do jump curves better now. Um, anyway, the product Cell Defender is the one I got on in the very beginning. Chronic pain after 40 years, it was gone in 5 days. Second thing was Silver had a urinary issue that lasted 18 months. Was on all the horrible antibiotics. Silver came out, Nano Silver came out with another company, Henrik, and Dr. Gary, and got on it. 4 days later, I no longer had any urinary issues. Plus, I haven't had them for now 4 years this month. So, and amazing products. What can I say?
Thank you, Pat. Thank
Uh-huh.
you very much for sharing that. Okay, Sherry, and after Sherry, we'll go with Hannah and then Lisa D. Sherry, you want to come on camera? I don't see you anymore. Did you disappear?
No, I'm here and it's Terry with the T.
Hi, Terry.
I still couldn't, even though I followed the instructions from Alan, I still couldn't get my picture to show up. So, on that note, I'm going to let David tell his story. Here he is, right here next to me.
Hi, my name's David Bell. I'm in Ogden, Utah. About 2 years ago, 3 years ago, Terry and I started in a couple of accidents, which left me with um, limited range of motion in my neck and shoulders and a lot of discomfort. I started taking the Cell Defender and all the other products a while back, but what happened to me was we were going through a bunch of chiropractic visits, and then the Plus Motion came out. In the first week, I noticed a lot of relief. In 3 months now, it's been 2.5 months now, and I've got 95% range of motion in my neck. My shoulders don't ache anymore, and I just have a little bit of backache, and my knees pop still, but I feel wonderful.
That's great. That's great. Amazing story. Thank you for sharing that very much, Terry and David.
Yeah,
All
can
right.
I share my story briefly?
Yes, please.
Okay, so we had been on the Cell Defender when Avini first started, but not the rest of the products. I was having a lot of GI issues last October, and I was tired of the pills and the bills, and so I called our friend Steve Crowfoot, and he happened to do a three-way with, was it Chip? Was it Chip? And Chip read me like a book. And he said, try the fiber. And I said, no. The dietitian said, no. And he said, oh, what have you got to lose? 30-day money back guarantee. Well, I've been on the fiber since, the balance, the whole line of products I've been on. And I've lost 30 pounds. And my gastric prethesis does well as long as I don't eat too much spicy hot foods. So I'm doing really well.
Thank you, Terry. Thank you for sharing that. That's great.
Hmm.
Always listen to Chip. He knows what he's talking about.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Terry. All right,
Mhm.
Hannah, and then Lisa D, and then we'll do go to Stephanie Constantine.
Sure. My name is Hannah and I'm from Salem, Mass. And I've been on Cell Defender and Community and everything since they came out 4 years ago in 2022. December 9, 2024, I was in the bike lane at 729. A car came down into the bike lane and hit me in the back, going 30 miles an hour, threw me into the middle of the road. I went into trauma, ended up in a nursing home, then came home, clavicle surgery, and then went home to heal. I'm now 10 months later, and I am walking with my walking sticks. It is as Avini came out with the plus balance and everything, it has synergistically been working with my body to bring me back. And even in August when they brought out the Plus Motion, which works with the creaks that I already had, but with helping with the plus relief that kept me off of Oxycontin and morphine. I never was on them. And the immunity, and now the immunity with the saffron is helping me with my PTSD. So I am thriving and I will be walking tall with my walking sticks and be starting a new fad of walking with Nordic walking sticks. That's
Wow.
my story and I'll stick to it.
Thank you, Hannah. That's amazing. We'll look forward to seeing you in Boca. Lisa D, Stephanie, and then Joe G. Big go.
Oh, God bless Hannah. And I'm Lisa D'Alessandro from New York. I got involved with Ivini because I had a mold exposure moving, and I had a virus in my eyes. I had a postnasal drip that I had never had and ringing in my ears. I started on Cell Defender and the Nano Silver. Within the month, it was gone. All good, but it goes back to I also had issues with my eyes for years, 2 years of blepharitis. Um, I would always have a tearing issue. I would go outdoors in different change of climates. I would start tearing. I'd walk into major stores like ShopRite or Home Depot, and my eyes would just always tear. That has been no more. And then after 3 months, or I started with the fiber and the plus balance. And after doing that, I really passed some parasites. And knowing that I have the MTHFR, or I should say, had that gene expression when I do biofrequency scanning, so I have reports on this. And it took me 3 months of using the plus balance and doing the cell defender and all that I was doing. I can tell you that for the last 4 months, I've been with steady on my scans, no sign of that MTHFR gene expression. So it's obviously taken down such a toxic load.
Lisa, thank you. And I can attest to that because I see Lisa regularly. And I remember when we first, got together, you were tearing all the time, but no more. So
No more.
thank you. Tears of joy, if anything. Stephanie, Joe, we'll do Joe G and then Phil Watson. Stephanie, welcome.
Stephanie from Alabama. I have been on for a year and a half, Cell Defender, Nano Silver, Fiber, Mind Vision, and Balance for a year and a half. Started the balance the end of this past March. And for the first time in years, my thyroid parameters were all normal. TSH, T3, T4, thyroid antibodies, all of them. I was so excited. And also, the first of the year, I started cardio care. I've had hypertension for years and years and years. And for the first time of several months ago, my blood pressure dropped so low that I was able to get off my losartan, and I check it several times a week, and it stays around 110/70, 120/75. It stays in that range, and I'm so excited.
Wow, that's powerful. Thank you, Stephanie, for sharing that. Appreciate it. Joe G, Phil Watson, and then Diane Robinson. Please. Joe, you want to unmute? And then Phil, you can unmute too. Please.
Okay, perfect. There I am. Joe G from out in San Mateo, California, about 20 miles south of San Francisco, to give you perspective. A couple of things that I am just ecstatic about. I am a kidney transplant patient. If I had known about the Vini products when I was having kidney failure, I think it could have been a different situation. But notwithstanding, starting to use them, I've had some phenomenal results. I did a track for the last year and a half, and my creatine, which is the reading for kidney level of toxicity, dropped from 1.9 to 1.6. 1.3 is normal. When you have a transplant, you only get one kidney. So that's on one kidney almost functioning as if I have two kidneys. So I was excited to be about that. And then, like Chip, I am a athletic type of guy at 76 years old. I still water ski, and I have another issue is athlete's foot. Professional lifeguard for 7 years, $50 copays didn't do anything for me. Guess what did? Nano silver. The athlete's foot took the nano silver away, and I'm happy about that one too.
Joe, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. And we are sharing personal things about ourselves, aren't we? That's the best thing about Avini. We're a family. Phil Watson, Diane Robinson, and then Paul Martin. And Paul, if you can come on camera, Diane, if you can come on camera, love to see your faces. Welcome,
Yes,
Phil.
I started in May of 22, right at the very beginning of Avini. At that time, I was transitioning from another company, and it took a while for me to really get fully with the program. But by the following year, I decided at age 79 to start competitive running, and I did the 10K Vancouver Sun Run in that following spring, and came in 13th out of 36 men in my age group, and I, then I planned, to, do it again this past year. And I was training, and after I had gotten to added the cardio care to my regimen, I noticed a big surge, in my ability to run longer distances, because at our age, you got to run in intervals. And so I was doing just the next to the last training for this past May, April's run, and I tripped and face planted and dislocated my nose, scraped up my forehead. Uh, you know, uh, it was a bit of a mess at emergency, and so it knocked me out of the race, pretty much. It was because it was only 10 days away, and so but no major broken bones. I didn't know I didn't know I was falling until I hit the ground, and but except for my dislocated nose, uh, and I've healed very rapidly since then. I've resumed training and been doing very well. Uh,
Thank you.
yeah, but I would also want to say that also during this entire time, I had some challenges with my prostate situation, uh, and since being on Avini, I no longer strategically plan. Where's the next bathroom along my route, and that is a real blessing. So
Thank you, Phil. Thank you
that's
for
my share.
sharing. All right, appreciate it. So we're going to go Diane, Paul Martin, and then Richard Zimmer. Just so you know, we're doing everybody, if you just joined us, we're doing about a minute and a half, something that happened to you through your something positive through Vini products. So let's go to Diane Robinson. And if you're not on camera, please try to come on camera as we go through this. Okay, we'd love to see your face. So name, where you're from, and then about a minute and a half of what's happening with Avini in your life. Please.
Hi, it's Diane Robinson, and I do wish my camera was working, but I haven't been able to get it to work. So I've been trying brother-in-law or son-in-law and son, and nobody's fixed it yet, but I'm still working on it. Anyway, I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm 79 years old. And 4 years ago is when I was introduced to Rick's product through a phone call with Doug Dickey. And from the very get-go, it just really clicked with me that I would like to try this. And I was never an alternative person. I didn't do supplements. I'm not a network marketing person. It was all new to me. At that point in time, I was seeing a spine doctor for my back. I had arthritis in L3 and L4. And I was seeing a rheumatologist for my hands because of arthritis in my hands. And I was seeing an orthopedist for my knees because I had bone on bone. And I was in pain 24/7. And I was sleeping. I was taking a nap every day. And it was an unusual experience that I had. It might be 1 o'clock, it might be 4 o'clock, but I would hit a wall and I could not make it. I could just barely make it to the couch to go to sleep. And I guess that's what you experience is exhaustion. And I look back now and I realize that that exhaustion was because I was dealing with so much pain. And I never put it together before. But anyway, I started this Cell Defender. I've been on it for four years, and every single product that comes out, I start on, and I'm on all of them. And I know I wasn't that aware of my health in the sense that I couldn't tell you exactly when the pain went away or how long it was, but I know it was within that first year. I no longer have pain in my hands, my back, or my knees. And I literally was crawling up my stairs and scooting down my stairs at the time. I wasn't able to sit on the floor with my grandchildren and play anymore. I couldn't pick them up. I was having a lot of things decreasing in my life.
Thank you,
And
Diane.
yes, you're welcome.
We appreciate it. Just in light of time, I'm just trying to keep everybody moving, all right? But we're
Yeah.
grateful that you are moving and being able to spend this time with your grandchildren. Yeah, Paul Martin, you're up next. Danny Mears, and then Steve Crowfoot. Keep it to a minute and a half if you can. Name, where you're from, and something positive about what's happening in your life, please.
Yes, I'm actually taking a walk right now in the dark while I do the call. So exercise is new for me. I started taking a cardio product, needed to, and I'm doing the exercise. So that's new for me. My wife has serious problems in the back. She has the injections. I think she's had that 9 times now in her spine, but she was having a lot of pain when we went to see our Christian construction group went to work on Doc's church up in Kentucky, and he sent a product home with me after I told him about my wife. And as soon as she tried the Plus Relief, it immediately stopped her back pain, and that was eye-opening. So that started to change it for her when the Motion product came out. We both got on the Motion product, and earlier this week, for the first time, she went walking with me. And it's been multiple years since she's done that. So we're happy.
Hallelujah. That's amazing. Great story. Thanks for sharing. All right. Who did I say next? I think I said Steve. Right? No, Danny Mears and then Steve Crowfoot. Danny Mears.
Okay, this is Danny Mers. I'm in Carthage, Missouri. Let's see, I've been on Cell Defender probably a couple of years, and I've been on the mushrooms and the Mind and Vision, Cardio Care, Balance, and Motion for about 2 months. And finally, after, I don't know how long, a long time, a couple of months ago, I finally got off my, well, you know what, and went out and started walking again. And I had my right knee scoped when I was driving for UPS years ago, about 30 years ago. And in the last couple of years, it's finally started hurting again. I mean, it wasn't a major deal. It was some torn cartilage that they were able to scope. And I will tell you that my hips, when I first started walking again, my hips both hurt quite a bit, and my right knee. And it has, after about a week or so, it has pretty much completely gone away. And it's probably a combination of taking all of the stuff, but I expect it's probably has a great deal to do with the Plus Motion. And I wasn't expecting miracles because I know it's not called Plus Time Machine, but I figured, like Neil said, you spend 30 or 40 years getting yourself messed up. We're probably not going to be able to fix you in 15 minutes. So anyway, I'll probably never be 20 again, but there you have it. That's all I got.
Wow, I love that. I love that, the way you shared that. Thank you so much. Steve Crowfoot, and then we'll hop over to Carol. Carol, just Carol. Steve, if you can unmute. Carol, you can unmute and get ready as well. Welcome, Steve.
Hello, everyone. I'm so thankful for Avini and what it's done for me and for my family. When I found it, I couldn't complete a sentence. Now Carol wishes I didn't because I talk too much. But as everyone knows, that we've had a lot of family that's just been so blessed. So just thank you, Avini. Thank you, Christine. And thank you for everyone that shares and gives information. I could take hours, but I won't.
Well,
On my experiences.
the beautiful thing is someone said that you shared it with them and they're here tonight. So that's what it's about. So thank you for sharing that. All right, Carol, and then we'll go to Dr. Pinkham. Marion, you'll be next.
This is Carol. I'm Steve Crowfoot's wife.
Hi, Carol.
And I, I've had bad knees since I was 15. And I've tried just about everything you can think of. I am in my 70s, so that's been a long, long time. The Plus Relief has saved me. I use both the oral spray and the gel or the roll-on, whichever I have handy. And that helps a lot. And since the Plus Motion came out, it's made me a new woman. So my knees are so much better. And I never have had surgery on them because I'm heavy and they won't do it. So I just deal with it, and the Plus Relief and the Plus Motion keep me going.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you for sharing. Dr. Marion, and then we'll do Marianne Martinez. Remember, try to keep it at a minute and a half if you can, okay? Welcome. Name and where you're from. Miriam, are you with us?
I gave her a prompt to unmute.
Okay, Dr. Miriam Pinkham. All right, so what we'll do is while she's figuring it out on mute, we'll go over to Marianne Martinez, and then we'll go back to her, and then we'll do Helen Nielsen. So Marianne Martinez, you want to unmute? Tell us your name and your where you're from, and something positive that happened with Avini products. Maybe the girls can't hear me. Oh, there's Dr. Miriam. Okay, go ahead.
I finally figured out in the computer here. I'm Marion from Charlottesville, Virginia. I've been in the company about 1.5 years. I found Avini between 2 hip replacements. So the second replacement was a week quicker in the recovery due to the Plus Relief, both orally and topically. I think I started driving 2 weeks after the hip replacement while doing PT. Anyway, I love all the products. The fastest story that was fun was in March of this year when I went for the summit. Had not traveled in 7 years, and somehow I forgot to bring deodorant. And then I realized, well, let's try the Nano Silver. And amazingly, Nano Silver took me through the day. And of course, I remember that our sweat glands put out some fluid, and it's the bacteria by the skin that interacts and forms the volatile organic compound. So when you put Nano Silver on, the stinking smell goes away. And try it sometime after a workout when you know you're stinking. Spray it on or rub it on, and you'll smell really fresh. That's my fast story. My 98-year-old mother is on actually 8 of the products right now in the assisted living facility. She had 2 spots on her face, both seen by the dermatologist at her insistence. And because of her age, they didn't want to freeze it. They didn't want to do anything surgically. And 2 days after that, since she had been on Cell Defender about 8 weeks, she had all these lesions about 8 months. So after about 8 weeks of the Cell Defender, these spots fell off. They were some form of keratosis, AK and SK. So amazingly, the fiber has gotten her bowels regular at 98, and she's on the motion now because she has a contractive finger that I'm working on to see if that would straighten it out over time. And basically the only thing she's not on is the trim science. So
wow, that's powerful. Thank you for sharing that. Appreciate it. Helen Nielsen, you're going to be up next, and then we'll go to Patricia Villanueva. You'll be next. So you girls can get ready to unmute, and then Laura, you'll follow. Hey, Helen, tell us where you're from and give us about 1.5 minutes of your story, something good and positive that happened with Avini products. They can't be shy. Everybody's trying to figure out how to undo their cameras.
They are.
Voices. All right. So while Helen's figuring that out, Patricia or Lori, either one of you, go ahead and unmute.
Okay, I'm okay now.
Okay, Helen. That's
It's
my
Helen.
husband's name, Helen.
Okay, well, the best thing that happened for me so far is in July, I was able to get off my blood pressure medication that I've been on for years. I was on two of them, and taking the cardio care, and I was doubling up on it for a while, and I haven't been on that now since about July 12th. So, and then I have a friend who's had borderline kidney problems, and he's been taking the Cell Defender, and the last time his urologist said, hey, you're going to live longer than I do. Your kidneys look great. So that's very exciting.
Wow. Yes, that's very, very exciting. So these are real stories from real people. Patricia, you're up next, and then Laura, you can unmute, and Rudy, you'll follow. Oh, Ruby, not Rudy. I'm dyslexic, just so you know. I read that backwards. Patricia, would you like to share your name and where you're from?
I sent her a prompt.
All right. Well, Laura's ready, so Laura, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Then Patricia will follow. Go ahead, Laura. Laura, you there?
She's unmuted.
We can't hear you, Laura. And Patricia, why don't you unmute? And Ruby. So between the three, there you go. Patricia, you're unmuted. Go ahead, please.
I don't know if I'm on video, but I went to Summit in Las Vegas, started the motion and plus relief. I have bone on bone, a bad left knee. It's worked for me tremendously. So it's a miracle worker.
Where are you from?
California?
I think I met you at Summit.
Yes, and
Yes.
Vegas Summit.
Yes,
Excited to
that's
go to
right.
the next summit.
Yeah, pleasure.
Okay.
So you're doing good. That's
Okay,
great.
Christine, Laura said her mic is not working.
Okay, so Laura, we're going to have to move on to Ruby, okay? Ruby, and then we're going to go to Deborah Watson. Ruby, you're up. And Deborah Watson, you're next. Please.
I just prompted her. Ruby, there you are.
Yeah, so try to get ready if you know you're in the queue, okay?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were going down the list of participants. I thought you had people lined up. So, anyway, I'm Ruby Blackman. I'm from Texas, and I have been on Navini since March, I think, and started the Plus Motion in August, right after it came out. We got it as soon as we could. I've been having severe hip pain for about 2.5 years, affecting my sleep, affecting the way I walked, and just trying to push through it. When I started the Plus Motion, within a couple of days, that pain was gone. And occasionally we'll have pain at night, but most of the time don't have any of the pain that I normally was having. So I'm really pleased with that.
Wow, great, right? That Plus Motion is amazing, amazing. Deborah Watson, and then Richard Zimmer. I think I passed right over you. So you'll be after Deborah. Deborah, come on down.
Hi, hello everyone. I'm Deborah Watson. I see we have a Phil Watson on the line. Maybe related somehow. Phil, we got to check that. Anyway, I'm from Middletown, New York, and I have a quick testimony. I try to do within less than 1 minute. My father was taking the high blood pressure medicine, and it affected his kidneys. So they was talking about doing dialysis, and he didn't want that. So I told him to give me 6 weeks, and let's do the Cell Defender with the Zumnini. And he did. And when he went back to visit the doctor again, the kidney doctor, they said that his kidney has improved by a great deal, that dialysis is off the table, and that we will revisit and test him again in another 3 months. Um, so I have to keep staying on him to make sure he continues to take it, because now he feels like, oh, I'm healed. I don't have to take it anymore. I'm like, no, it doesn't work that way. It's not like taking a medicine for cold. This is a herbal supplement, a natural supplement, I should say, and that you continue to take it every day, just like you brush your teeth every day. So, but I thank God for all the products. I'm not on all of them. I'm going to get my mother on the motion, because I know she was having some problems on the hip, but she's been taking the pain relief, and that has definitely eased her pain a lot. Thank you.
Thank you, Deborah. Thanks for sharing. Glad your dad and mom listened to their daughter. Richard Zimmer, you're up. And
Yeah,
then Zoom
thank you for letting
user.
me share. I started
Yeah.
Avini in March of 24. Had a terrible high prostate numbers. Towards the end of the year, the numbers were 80 to 90s. When Rick came out with the Plus Balance, I started the Plus Balance, and that was in May. I saw a 23-point drop in May. The other thing is I started the Plus Motion. I didn't get the immediate reaction like a lot of people did, but the other day when I'm on the floor rescuing one of my kitty toys, I found out my knees didn't hurt anymore, so that's working. The kitty is only 3 months old. I rescued her from a local dumps and started her on Cell Defender mushrooms and nano silver, and I'm seeing huge improvement with her, where she's still being a kitten, but she's actually calming down. This stuff is amazing. Thank you.
It is amazing. And this is my 17-year-old Sophia, Richard,
Wow,
that
he's a
joined
tuxedo.
Davini. She joined Davini. She's a rescue. She's 17, going to be 18, and she's cell defender, and she acts like a kitten still. And I don't know about you, but with pets, I found cats are more cuddly when you put them on cell defender. And the plus, it's just, they cuddle. It's crazy, but it's amazing. So, all right. So, who did I get to? Zoom user, if you want to come on, we're not sure who you are. And then iPhone 6. I think you're our last two. If I didn't forget anybody, would you like to come on?
Zoom
Zoom?
user is Doc.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is
Doc. Hi,
Oi.
Doc.
Yes. Well, I joined Avini 2 years ago on the testimony of Alan's wife and the faith I knew that his testimony brought, and I used it just as a preventative. Cell Defender mushrooms and Plus Relief got my attention a year ago. And I just started out trying to do this business on a testimony. And I said, boy, if I could just get any kind of success in this community that I could share. And my success is I was on a cane. I did look a while ago. It is still in the corner. And I don't have to use it anymore. Plus Motion helped with staircases. I was on 3 different diabetes medicine. And I just this week got my 3rd result. And I'm still clear, still not on any meds. And I've got a cousin that was terminal, took the products for the first 3 or 4 months, saw only a slight improvement. 3 months later, they named her in the clear. She lives about 10 minutes from me. And I had another person that basically quit going to church because of stomach issues and the fiber and cell defender, was on 3 different medicines and a specialist. And by the 2nd dose, haven't had hardly any problems since. And then I saved 2 dogs' lives, and my friend Paul Martin almost made me cry when he was telling about his story down in Mississippi. So you just get this product in people's mouths and watch what happens, and you'll have your own testimony, and you won't need this call. That's it.
Thank you, Doc. Thank you for sharing, Doc. It's great. Love talk to Doc. I got to talk to him and Wayne today on the phone. It's just powerful community that we have. Oi, hello. Good to see you from Florida, Oi.
Yes, this
Good
is
to see
Oi.
you. Good to see you. And
Yeah,
Carol,
nice
you'll
seeing
follow.
you. How is everything is good, and I'm so glad I'm on. At first I didn't think I could do it because so much going on, but then I decided to do it. I want to hear your voice. I want to hear your face. And then I just have to say something. I have been with many companies, and this Avini is the best in all aspects. People are amazing. If my partner introduced me, I met Rick, I met you, of course, and it's just amazing. And I don't have a lot of testimony because I am 78, going on 79. I have never been sick, kind of like in my life. I saw doctor 4 times for baby for C-section. The thing is that really helped me is that 8 months ago, I played too much pickleball after 2 weeks vacation, and I torn like 3 hours straight, and I torn the meniscus. And doctor said you might have to have surgery, and I am the kind of person who do not believe in doctors at all, except my C-section. And so I said, no, I'm going to do it myself, and it's packing, but since I am kind of using almost everything of Avini because I feel everything have to go together, and now I don't even have a crack anymore in my knee.
Oh, beautiful. Well,
And I still played 3 hours yesterday, last night, of pickleball.
Boy, when you meet Oy, you'll never forget her. I met her at a couple months ago in Florida. What a blessing! And her friend makes a mean sticky rice with those mangoes. So Carol Witt,
Yes.
you're up. Carol Witt,
All
and then
right.
and then Chip.
Okay, so guys, I call Cell Defender my energy in a bottle. I'm 71 and I do 4 and 5 Zooms a day with my YEA Global program. And I'm just telling you, I had 2 surgeries. Christine is my sponsor. She shared it with me. And I was not doing well. I was in bed. I couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't eat, and I was very weak. And in 4 days, I'm running up and down the stairs again. I've got my life back. I'm going to the bathroom on my own and I'm cooking for myself. And then I shared it with my brother. My brother, for 15 months, guys, he's a jock and he gave up pickleball and golf. And I shared Cell Defender with him. And now I'm proud to say he's doing golf twice a week and he is playing pickleball every day. So Cell Defender is my, I love it, love it, love it.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you for sharing. Should we play the video before Chip speaks? What do you say?
Okay.
Was Chip going to tell us about his little 2 minutes?
He is, but we're going to show you something
He
first.
is, but we're going to share
Oh,
something.
okay, I got you.
Oh yeah, we're
I
sharing
know.
something. Hold on, here we go.
Then Chip will close us out.
Okay, 1 second.
While she's finding that, remember Boca's coming up and Summit tickets are on sale now. Get them at a discount, okay, before they go up.
Here we go. Let's see if I can get this going here. Hold on 1
Everybody
second.
see it?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Cody Lee, I saw him.
Hold on. Now I've got to bring it, make it bigger. Hold on 1 second. Okay, here we go.
Mr. Chip.
This is impressive.
Now, Chip, come on down. What in the world?
Okay. All right. So, hi, everybody. So what you just saw, that was when I was 70. And so that was a 70-year-old man.
Which is how much sugar the average
Hold
person
on a
is
second.
consuming
Something's
every
happening.
week,
Hold
according
on.
to the Department of Health and Human Services.
We'll turn
I
that
don't think you
video
have to be a rocket scientist.
Yeah. We had a commercial. Come on. Hold on. Here we go. All right. We're back.
Okay. So that was just a little video my son took of me one morning. I love to swim. My mom had polio when she was 11 months old and had to swim to get strong enough to walk. So I got the same treatment. My kids got the same treatment. I kind of, found that I wasn't great at dolphin strokes. So I started swimming with a fin in back. And then I invented the fin in the front. And so that was when I was 70, that picture was taken. I'm 75 now. So I was a 70-year-old man going 70 yards around a swimming pool on one breath, upside down and backwards.
What?
So that's kind of what that was. There's only 2 of those front fins in the world. I have both of them. The other one is actually weighted to compensate for my lungs so I can stay underwater easily. And I can go really, really fast, or I can go far. In that case, I was just kind of taking it easy and taking a little pass around the swimming pool. So, yeah, Avini, fantastic. Avini vibes, fantastic. All the stories we've heard today. I also shared with the girls a short picture of 1 minute of barefoot water skiing. In 1959, I went to a little church outing on a Sunday afternoon. After a couple of years of trying, I finally learned how to ride on a water ski or water skis. Fascinated that you can stand on the water in any way. Never got over that. Still love it. So it's 66 years in a row. I just finished, put everything away. 66 years in a row of water skiing and 20 years of knowing Rick Deitch. Could I still be doing it without him? I don't know. That's it.
Thank you, Chip. Wow. Hey, Chip, when we come to Boca, will you teach us all how to do that? If you'll get like
Sure.
our suits to get in the pool.
Funny
Please.
thing is, and I hope it's the same with Avini. I can teach people to do in a minute. It's what took me years to learn. And I hope it's the same. You know, I work on the how to speak about the biology of Avini so that people can understand it and present it very quickly. Hopefully can teach you in minutes what took me years to learn.
Amen. Well, we just love you, Chip, and we appreciate your leadership and we appreciate your mind and you're always showing up. So thank you all for being here tonight. I hope I didn't miss anybody. This was a really special call tonight, very special, and you made it special. So I'm grateful that you're here. If you're a guest, get with the person that invited you, and please go out and continue to share with this community, with your friends, your family, and your loved ones. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Good
God bless you.
night.
Good
Night all.
night.
Love you
Thanks for
much.
being here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Amazing shares. Thank you.